Hello there, Procoat here again, and we've got another tutorial video. As you can see, I've made a lovely cat farm. Just perfect for getting all that string and stuff, obviously. Um, no, obviously this is not just a cat farm, it's just a side effect. This is an iron farm, which I've managed to make work pretty well. I think I'm sort of right on the limit of what Bedrock spawning will do with this farm managing to keep it nearly within a chunk. It's not quite, as you can see. It hangs over a bit. One block there and about 4 blocks there, 3 blocks. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I think it did not mean to do that. Let's just pick that up and see what we've got. 54, so it's been running just over an hour, maybe an hour and a half, so it's not too bad. I'm not bothered replacing that, but yeah, it's a fairly simple design. Basically is making the most of the spawnable areas here. So with the way the villagers or the village mechanics now works, it's all based around beds, not doors. So you can spawn one above where the bed is, which is sort of here-ish, because I've got 2, so it should be here is where the middle is. It will vary depending on which bed gets picked as your village centre. And 3 below, which means this platform here is where the main spawning is. You do get the odd 1 or 2 up on here, which is why I've actually added it in. The original design didn't have that, but as you can see with the cats that are sometimes popping up on that, they do, and they just cycle down. And what I've done is, this is sort of based off of another design that I found, which realistically used this sort of design but pushed them out the way and killed them on the sides. All I've done is pushed the floor about, and there we go. There's your golem spawned in very handily right now, and we'll just plop down into the lava. Though the annoying bit is that they float sometimes on the lava, but they usually fall through it eventually. So I may need to swap that out. I hadn't actually noticed that. So what we will probably end up doing is taking the lava away and putting magma blocks on the bottom, but that's an easy fix. Did his drops come through? No, they didn't. So that's an issue that I hadn't noticed. Okay, that's easy fixed, which we'll address in a minute. But anyway, as you can see, fairly simple design. It is based around 12 villagers, 24 beds. Just stack them up on top. You only need to put villagers on the top, and plenty of spawnable areas, nice glass surround, and your lightning cover on the top. So anyway, let's get started on building this, and I'll show you the basics of how it all works. It's pretty simple to put together, so let me grab some materials and we'll get started. Okay, so guys, what you want to do is start with double chest, and if you run around the back, then crouch place in 4 hoppers like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this up slightly and use magma blocks to kill them, as I didn't actually realise that the golems had a tendency to float up in the lava, so we're losing drops by doing that basically. So all you want to do this is put a nice box around it, and then just plop down. If we push that around, it might not let us. Nope. Probably knackered down, so I'll take one of them away. Push that in there. that one away and hopefully be able to push it down into that, like so. And then one more. Can probably just drop it in if I do that. And nudge it. And then we just gently nudge it in. There we go. And then cover them with magma blocks. So no matter where we throw things, yep, they'll all get sucked up. So that's perfect. So why won't you pick block, pick block, pick block? What's wrong with you? There we go, bit of lag, that's all. So all we want to do with that is just build a tube. It doesn't even need to be that high. So build a tube too high above your magma blocks, like so. There we go. And then from there, you can actually use, it's up to you, you don't need to use, I'm using glass because it's not a spawnable block. You could just carpet the top or whatever instead. I mean, not here, but further up. So from there, pick the side that's 90 degrees from where your other blocks are, and you're going to come out another, so it'll be another 4 on each one, like so. And the same on this side. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all you need to do is continue that along, which is actually, no, these need to be solid blocks. So these are going to be part of your spawning floors. So you just come in up one and over the top, follow them down. There you go. And what you want to do is build these out by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then just fill these in. There we go. So I am going to come off of here and just cap that off there, and the same on the other side. This just helps keep your water contained. And then what we're going to do is we'll get rid of all that stuff. And we need a bucket of water, any sign you like. And we will need the 2 of these as well. So what you're going to do is here, just put a sign there, turn down, sign there. That'll just stop your water when you put it in the ends here, flushing down into there. Same again there, there we go. From there, just come up one and just case in these sides, like so. Okay, so you should have a 3 high block box around the whole thing now. I would say make it out of glass just to stop anything spawning on it. What I'm going to do just now is just run along here. You want water sources right the way along, that'll flood down to here. And the same on this side, just right the way along. And that'll be your main spawning floor. So if you come to here in the middle, these 2 right above this trough, you just need to run that right across. Now this is going to be temporary, you will be taking it out, but that's what you're looking for. And you need to get your beds. So I've gone way past them. There they're there. So what you should be now have space for is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that. And you're going to have to come up 2 and then run along again, like that. And back across. And then same again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I'm going to fill in those blocks, and I've done that side. You want to make sure everything's solid, because you do get, if you leave that like that, you'll get a golem spawning in there. So you want to make sure that's like that. And then all you want to do is under the beds, just run along and take out these glass panels, or glass blocks even. And that'll stop golems spawning in there as well. Like so. Now, what I have done is I have come along here like that. And the same here. This row is purely in case a villager managed to teleport through there and get into that bed at night, stops them getting out. So that's really all that block is doing. You do not need it, you can get away with it, but I have seen villagers teleport through, so we don't want to risk that. So then all you want to do is come up 2 again and just go all the way around that, like so, and back again. And there we go. That's your basics in. Now all we need is you're going to need 12 villagers. So I'm going to do the super cheaty way of spawning them in with eggs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now hopefully if we watch, we will start getting cats spawning once it detects the village. Hopefully the babies don't interfere with it. I didn't actually test that because the last time I got a full set. Yep, there we go. So that means we have a valid village. So now it's just a waiting game for golems to start spawning. And sadly they will all just go in there, and we should see that we're getting string through once he pops. Yep, there we go. May as well take that out. So there we have it. That's the basics in. Now, the setting platform. What you want to do basically is just continue this wall right the way up. Like so. And then right here at the bottom of this bed, probably don't want to be putting it. I come out 1, just so I don't get them spawning in that wall. But there we go. And then you want to come out so you leave a 2 block gap, because the golems are 2 blocks wide. So let's just get this one and the one on the other side put in. And there you go. Right as we're working on it, and he goes and gets starting to get hurt by the blocks. So run this over and just fill this in. One more. Now these floors are optional, you don't need to build them. As you can see, it spawns golems perfectly well, but I have found you do want to make sure that that's a solid glass blocks. Yep. But as you can see, these are valid spots as well, because you get cats on it. So you can get a bit more rates from it by having these extra floors on it. So now we've got the floors in place, what we want to do is just stand here, or if you're in survival, do it from here. Put a sign down, and then pointing at that sign, just hit it again. All you're doing, you don't need to crouch. All you're doing is running these along. You can, if you get to there, you can start from here and go like that. It's perfectly fine. Even though it looks like there's a big gap, you do actually have one in this block and one in this block. So now when we run water along here, it stops there and doesn't interfere, and as you can see, it pushes anything off down into the bottom. So we'll jump down and we'll do the same here. Again, it doesn't matter what signs you use. I haven't tested fence gates. They probably would work as well, but signs are a bit easier to make. So, and run it along there. You could put your fence gates a block, your signs a block lower as well. If you wanted to make it look a bit neater, you could put them on that one instead and run it along. It would work, but your water will come over the top, so you're better with them one above. Otherwise, you're going to have 2 rows of fence gates, not 2 signposts. Never mind that one. And then that is you. All you're going to want to do is protect your villagers. So I would suggest coming up another 3 blocks and not doing it. So last thing is just to protect your villagers. So come up 3, and then you're wanting to come out. I mean, I tend to minimize it and put it like that. But really all you want to do is have a cover that's 3 blocks above, so that if there is any lightning, it's not going to get them and turn them into witches, because that would be bad. You may want to extend it out a bit, depends on what you've got this, or where you've got it and how it's set up, but you do want some kind of lightning shield above it. But yeah, that's basically it. You just want to go around, make sure you filled in all the glass and there's no single block spaces, because golems can spawn in those. You want to force them into the middle. But apart from that, yeah, things to note, do not put these spawning platforms at ground level. You'll get them outside the farm. You want to have it at least 4, maybe 6 blocks above the ground, or clear out the ground so there's nothing within. I think it's a 32 block radius, but you want to check the wiki just to make sure, see what information's on that and make sure it's up to date. But yeah, there we go, tons of string already and 3 iron already, and we've only just been building it. So there you go, very simple iron farm. So I do have a quick time lapse of this farm running for an hour just to show you what the rates are like. I do want to say though, it is not a super rate. It is not like the Java Edition farms. Bedrock basically limits you to around half a stack an hour. I did a bit better. I got 49 ingots in just over an hour out of this farm, but don't expect huge rates. This is the kind of thing that you have to keep running all the time just to get a steady tick of iron out of it. Stacking these up is not easy as well, especially on realms where the ticking area is very small. You need quite a big gap. I think it's about 120 blocks or so between them, which makes it really hard. You can, in theory, just stack 2 beside each other and get them both ticking and running, but it is quite awkward to do, the way villages merge and separate and the way that the beds and stuff move about. The village centre can bounce about quite a bit, so if you've got 2 of these you can end up with stuff spawning over there where you can't catch it, or you just end up with a huge collection area that's just big, laggy, and just not worth the effort to build it. So bear that in mind. But I mean, it's a simple build and it does work. So I'll just cut to that video now